What's up everybody, it's La Muerte Blanca and we are back with another explained video where we speedrun the retelling of complicated game stories with plenty of jokes along the way. This time we're discussing Resident Evil series starting with Resident Evil 0, and if you're one of those that can't spare the 10 plus hours you need to play it, don't worry, I got you. In 1998, a passenger train was traveling through the forest outside Raccoon City, and this dude in a nightgown looking like the ghost of Christmas past is chilling on a mountain on top of this dark-ass forest. Then suddenly, oh shit, the train starts getting attacked by leeches. Razor tooth, eat your fucking brain, leeches, as they proceed to ruin everyone's night. Clearly, nightgown here has something to do with it. 2 hours later, and conveniently coincidental, a helicopter full of STARS operatives flies into Raccoon City to investigate a string of bizarre murders in the area. For those curious, STARS stands for Special Tactics and Rescue Service. How this podunk Midwestern town can afford to fund a special ops unit like this is beyond me, but here we are. Also convenient, or not, the helicopter decides to have engine failure as they crash land in the middle of the forest, like right next to the military police detail who's all jacked up. STARS team learns they were escorting Billy Cohen, who was sentenced to death for killing 23 people. Now he's on the loose. Miss Doe-eyed and innocent here is Rebecca Chambers, the new rookie. She's basically the Bambi of the squad, or would be if STARS recruited deer. She finds a derelict train, and instead of informing the rest of her squad and waiting for backup, she decides to investigate it alone. And after finding reanimated dead bodies that are attempting to eat her, aka fucking zombies, she decides to press forward. I mean, I get that it's a horror game, but these decisions never made sense to me. Girl, get the fuck out of there. Anyway, as she's investigating, Billy rolls up looking like a knockoff 80s Charlie Sheen. After some bad script writing, he walks away. She tries to arrest him, to which he says, "Too late," and walks away like she ain't shit. By the way, why is he walking around half handcuffed? He lose the key before getting the second one off? Completely random, one of the STARS agents is tossed through the window. Rebecca's all like, "Oh my god, what happened?" You should know by now, girl. Fucking zombies happened. Then a bunch of zombie dogs bust in. Rebecca manages to put them down, and as she continues to investigate the train, runs into Billy again. He offers a chance to cooperate while she's all like, "Where the fuck were you when the dogs jumped me? I am not partnering with a criminal." Bet. Good luck on your own while you get jumped by manic leeches. Now Rebecca's getting swarmed. No way she survives until Billy manages to shoot them off her, while also finding a way not to actually shoot her? Huh? Leeches go after him, but the unnecessary Max Payne slow-mo dive is too powerful as he blasts 2 of them away while the rest are like, "Yeah, I'm good," and crawl away. Meanwhile, Nightgown watches on as we learn he's king of the leeches. Suddenly, the train starts moving, and the two decide to cooperate as they figure out what the hell's going on. They fight more zombies than some of old school Resident Evil's worst villains, horrendous camera angles, and shitty inventory management. Somehow a giant scorpion got on the train, but after that eats enough bullets, we later learn parts of the train are riddled with leeches. Like how xenomorphs grow those face huggers. Eggs everywhere. So much so, they completely annihilate the Umbrella soldiers trying to control the train. Umbrella, by the way, is the mysterious and evil corporation responsible for unleashing the T-virus that causes this franchise's famous zombie outbreaks. Not to be confused with the Vietnamese skincare clinic that thought it would be a great idea to use the same logo. Before becoming leech food, the soldiers were talking to Albert Wesker and William Birkin, Umbrella scientists. They can't understand how the T-virus got leaked in their lab, a nearby mansion that we'll discuss in Resident Evil 1, and the train Rebecca is currently on. I'll tell you, weird Nightgown guy and his freaky Aquaman-style leech control powers. Wesker's trying to play it cool because he wears sunglasses in the dark and wants the train destroyed. The CD Corporation wants to cover their tracks. Get it? Rebecca and Billy get to the engine car and the train is going to crash. They engage the brake, but of course that shit doesn't work, and the whole thing crashes through the tunnel. Despite there being a fiery train crash, where the train flips while Billy's outside the train, and Rebecca clearly not wearing a seatbelt, somehow they both survive. They work through the tunnel and end up at the Umbrella Research Center and take a minute to discuss Umbrella's first general manager, Dr. James Marcus. Of course they're being watched by Wesker and Birkin, but Leech Guy hacks the system to say he's the one that unleashed the T-virus. He wants revenge on Umbrella, as he does the demonic bad guy power pose to creepy organ music. Then he resurrects Dr. Marcus. Leechman says Dr. Marcus was murdered by Umbrella 10 years ago and accuses Wesker and Birkin with helping them. Rebecca and Billy work their way through the research center doing Resident Evil things like shoot zombies and solve obnoxious puzzles because Umbrella architects have an unhealthy obsession with escape rooms. They're dirty motherfuckers too, as our heroes have to exterminate all kinds of giant cockroaches and centipedes that like to cuddle. Several puzzles later, they now find wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube men.
Wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man. Wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man.
And eventually move the Scooby-Doo-ass painting to find a secret passage with, you guessed it, more giant bugs. Passage brings them to some catacombs where Rebecca thinks it's a good idea to crawl through the sketchy air vent and into a torture chamber with no obvious way of getting back. Of course, Nightgown Guy is watching this whole thing, and I can't believe they haven't noticed the cameras yet, because hidden camera technology back in the 90s was not that good. He's all like, "I'm done playing games, get out of my house," as he sticks a zombie monkey on Rebecca. And if you're like, "Oh shit, she got bit," don't worry, monkeys don't pass on the virus, obviously. Or maybe it's just plot armor, I don't know. And right when the monkey's about to finish her off, she falls through the floor. Wesker and Birkin are now discussing the identity of the Nightgown Guy, Dr. Marcus's conspiracy, and the completion of the T-virus. But of course, none of this is going to make any sense because they're talking very cryptically, and we need more information that we will get later. Wesker's on his way to lure the STARS team to a nearby mansion. They need combat data for their experiments. Birkin's staying because he needs to work on the G-virus, and then plans to blowing up the whole facility to get rid of Nightgown Guy and any evidence that is related to the T-virus leak. Rebecca's now hanging for her life as the monkey must have randomly decided to leave her alone. Billy then has to run out of the basement, across the entire big-ass facility, into another basement, through the boiler area, back into the catacombs, and blast a bunch of monkeys in the face. But don't worry, he makes it just in time to save Rebecca, who must be a professional mountain climber with that grip strength. Despite the fact that they are literally fighting for their lives right now, Rebecca stops because she has to know. Did Billy kill 23 people? Then tries to convince him to talk by following up with,
"I'm not going to judge you."
If you find out someone killed 23 people, how the hell are you not going to judge them? Come on, girl, really? Billy explains a year ago his unit was sent to Africa to raid a guerrilla force hideout and film the Predator remake. The intel was bad and there was no hideout. Billy's asshole leader then orders an execution of the entire village. But did Billy actually do it? Of course he refuses to give a straight answer. Rebecca continues to care way too much about this whole situation, and I'm stuck on the irony that there is a no loitering sign literally right behind them during this entire conversation. Eventually they move on, fight the psycho midget version of the lizard man, and drop an observatory so they can finally leave the research center. This leads them to another escape room and a hidden laboratory. Billy finds a photo and hold up. This looks like Nightgown Guy. Is he Dr. Marcus's heir? Is he trying to get revenge for what Umbrella did to his family? After more puzzle solving and showing the undead how to actually be dead, Billy finds a cable car. This might finally be their chance to get out. They get the cable car working and are about to head out until, shit. Billy gets jumped by Monkey. And no, Billy! Monkey throws him over the rail and into the abyss below. Rebecca takes the cable car, and as you'd guess, it's not over because this takes her to a factory. And how Umbrella managed to hide all this under a mountain is beyond me. After everything she's been through and seeing this behemoth in a test tube, a smart person might think, maybe I should, I don't know, get the fuck out? But nah, Rebecca says,
"All right, chums up.
Ready, guys?
Let's do this."
and goes deeper into the factory. There she runs into her captain. He says the path leads to the mansion where Umbrella's doing more research, but Rebecca can't go with him. I gotta save Billy. Later on, she gets jumped by a massive tyrant that was chilling in the tube earlier. Dude disrespects her by flipping her off with that giant ass nail and then stabs her with it. Plot armor was extra strong though, nothing a green herb and a couple bullets can't fix. She finally gets to an elevator that leads her out of the factory as Nightgown Guy continues to look on, mumble about revenge, and let his leeches ruin a perfectly good monitor. Out of the elevator, Rebecca finds Billy messed up, but still alive. Barely. Something lurking in the water yeets man off the rock he's hanging on and into the current as it sweeps him through the canal. She finds Billy washed up deeper into the facility as they witness the results of Umbrella's research. This causes Billy to flash back to that village. Wait, were they infected at some point? But of course, Billy doesn't elaborate, we don't get any more information. Reunited, they celebrate with an annoying box puzzle, and Rebecca introduces Billy to the tyrant that has no chill because it's showing up for round 2. After dropping this massive bullet sponge, they manage to lower the dam's water level that's blocking their path, and arrive in a room riddled with leeches. Nightgown Guy rolls up and oh shit, he's Dr. Marcus! I thought he was dead! 10 years ago, the CEO of Umbrella, Spencer, ordered Dr. Marcus' assassination with Wesker and Birkin serving as accomplices. Birkin took over Marcus's research, and his body was dumped in the sewer. The queen leech that was infected with the T-virus found its way inside him, giving him his new life and the creepy leech control powers he's using to spread the virus. Like any good bad guy that loves monologues, he tells us he's out to destroy the world, starting with Umbrella because they did him dirty. Dude starts maniacally laughing, but laughs too hard and starts throwing up leeches everywhere because he's nasty as fuck, like that cockroach alien from Men in Black. Then he starts morphing into an upgraded wacky waving arm man, but if you put enough bullets into a problem, it usually dies. Not this time. Queen Leech T-Virus mutant thing is pissed and tosses them both off the lift they're trying to use to escape. Because bullets don't work, they're running around trying to figure out how to kill this thing. Go fuck it. It works on vampires, so we might as well try, and then opens the hatch. By some miracle, it works because sunlight for some reason is this thing's weakness. Rebecca does the slow-mo gun toss, so you know Billy's about to say some stupid one-liner before he shoots.
Feast on this!
Definitely called that one, and despite feasting on God knows how much ammo during their last fight, one bullet is all it takes to completely dismember this massive monster. But if that doesn't kill it, this massive explosion will. Birkin set off the self-destruct sequence in an attempt to hide Umbrella's evidence as BOOM! The whole facility goes up in flames. Somehow Rebecca and Billy survive, and despite all the chaos, Billy manages to find the key needed to get rid of the other handcuff. He finally throws them away, and Rebecca sees Umbrella's mansion. Because of everything they've been through, Rebecca offers to pronounce Billy dead in her report as he walks off into the wilderness, probably to get eaten by a bear because we haven't seen him since. And because she has no regard for self-preservation, Rebecca decides to meet up with team at the mansion, the setting for the next game, the original Resident Evil. And that's Resident Evil 0, a big ass escape room with guns and everything in it wants to kill you. I'm sensing a theme here as we continue the series. If you enjoy these videos, please be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, or don't. I'm not going to tell you how you live your life. Don't forget to tell me in the comments what other games you guys want to see. We've already done a ton of other explained videos, so make sure you check the channel out for those as well. I'm La Muerte Blanca, and I'll catch you guys next time.